What's up, gamers? We are back with more Starfield. Boy, am I excited to get back into this game. Today, we are definitely going to be continuing the Crimson Fleet quest line. We're going to be getting on that ship with Jade, or was the name of the ship Jade? I can't remember. Um, but you know what I mean. But first things first, we have some housekeeping to get out of the way. Yes, Jade Swan. Jade Swan's the ship. We're meeting Juan on the Jade Swan. We'll definitely be getting to that today. I'm very excited to continue that quest line because it has been so much fun. Um, but you may recall that at the end of the last video, what I said I was going to do for this video is in the last video, we sort of did a thorough search through New Atlantis looking for data tablets and evidence and NPCs and stuff that we had missed our first time going through that city. It's such a big city, so no surprise that we had missed some things, and we met some NPCs we hadn't met before. We did some small side quests that we had missed originally, and we also found one piece of evidence in Kay's restaurant in the well. For this episode, the original plan for this video, as you may recall, I mentioned at the end of the last video, was to give the same treatment to Aquila City, Cydonia, and Neon. And Neon is actually where I am right now, as you can see on my screen. So I did record a about 2 hour and 40 minute long episode where I searched those three places, in addition to some other places that have been prominent locations through the game. And to be perfectly honest, I didn't find much. There wasn't much to be found in those places. I had clearly done a much better job searching those cities and those places than I had done for New Atlantis. So it ended up being 2 hours and 40 minutes of very boring, very dull content. And so I'm not going to publish that video. Instead, this is going to be the next video in the series. Trust me when I say you did not miss much at all. And in fact, um, I loaded my save prior to me doing that search of all those places, so that you can see me, see me going and finding the few things I did find organically, so you can see where they are, you can see how I found them. There's It's a real short list. Trust me when I say we're gonna clean up all of that stuff in about 20 minutes, and then we're gonna be able to get into the quest, and it's gonna be much more entertaining than me spending 2 hours and 40 minutes looking for and finding those, like it's like three or four different things that are worth seeing. So, you're welcome. I don't know if you're one of those people that would really enjoy watching me like rotating my camera around to look in every nook and cranny of these big locations in the game and finding like two or three things, four or five things. Uh, but I don't personally find that kind of stuff entertaining. It was a different story with New Atlantis, and I'm glad we did that because there were definitely sections of New Atlantis that I had missed my first time through. So there was a few side quests we did and stuff like that. But this is just a couple data pads that I found, um, a few pieces of evidence, and a couple other data pads, and some other interesting stuff. So the other thing that happened is towards the end of that big recording, the big 2 hour and 40 minute video, I tried to enter my house in Aquila City, the core residence, and the game kept crashing. It crashed like three times in a row. I looked at the recording length and I was like, I better end it here because I'm clearly gonna have to do some troubleshooting. So I ended the video on a sad note, and I ended up, I didn't just reload so I could show you the location of all those data pads. I had to reload because it was bugged. I could not get into the Aquila residence. Um, Before I, got to the point where I wanted to reload an older save, I tried to do a manual save and it wouldn't let me save my game either. Wouldn't let me do a manual save of my game. I was reloading an autosave coming out of the Trade Authority in Aquila City. Um, but that save file was corrupted in some sort of way where I couldn't save my game. I couldn't enter the core residence. I reloaded an older save, and everything seemed to be working fine. I don't know if it was a matter of the save file becoming corrupted or if it was something I changed in between one save and the other in the residence. The only thing I changed was I added another chest to my ever-growing collection of chests in there. I needed more room to put more stuff into my hoard. And I think we may have reached some sort of upper limit with the amount of containers that the game could handle being in that one location, and that was causing issues. So I did all the inventory management that I had done after that save point. And I also did additional inventory management. I pulled a bunch of stuff out of the core residence so I could reduce the number of containers in there by a couple more, because that was the only thing I could think of that might have been the cause of the problems, the very disturbing problems that I was having. So yeah, it's a bit of a long preamble, but at the end of the day, that video was not up to my standards. There's nothing important happened in that video. I had to reload back to a previous save point anyway, so I was going to have to redo all the stuff that I did in that video anyway. So I figured I would just redo all that stuff in like rapid succession on the next recording. And that brings us to now. You'll see I am in Neon. So we're just going to go through. I've got a list of the 5 things. Let me see. Is it really 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. It is. It's exactly 5. I've got 5 things I found and 1 NPC that I didn't talk to previously. So we're just going to rapid fire. We're going to go collect those things. We're going to listen to the audio logs. And then we're going to get back into the faction quest for the Crimson Fleet. So this should be a really exciting episode. Non-stop action in this one, other than this long preamble that you just listened to. We're starting off in Euphorica. Do you remember Euphorica? I do. This is one of the first places I visited when I first came to Neon. It is this big red-colored area. A bar, essentially.
Hey there.
Hi, citizen. We've got this place that's being run by Mika here, and you can see that this is unlocked with the Euphorica Lounge Pass. When I first came here, I was able to pay 5,000 credits
It's been a rough day.
to buy the Lounge Pass and get to the VIP section upstairs. And I thought that sounded interesting, so I dropped 5,000 credits because that was back in a time before I started building custom ships. So I didn't have a lot of stuff to use my credits on, so I thought that was just something to use my credits on. Nowadays, 5,000 credits sounds like way too much money to pay to get into some VIP area that, as far as I could tell at the time, just allowed me to buy Aurora if I wanted to, outside of the Astro Lounge, which is supposedly, not supposedly, the only legal place in the city that you can buy it. But I do have access to this area. I do have that lounge pass. This is one of the places I searched in my just run through of Neon, and I found a piece of evidence behind our friend Caillou, the bartender, right here. Ayumi's offer. Evidence, more evidence for Sistef. I'm not aware of this place having anything to do with the Crimson Fleet, except no, Caillou's backstory was he grew up as a ganger here in Neon, I believe. I don't think he has anything to do with the Crimson Fleet.
If you wish to relax with some
I
Aurora,
honestly don't
I
even
have
know
plenty
who
available.
Ayumi is, but there's a piece of evidence here, so let's check it out.
Still? What do you want? I've decided to accept your offer. Let's make sure this is absolutely clear. I don't want any screw-ups. I'll provide the shipment IDs, the equipment description, and schematics, and in return, I disable the freighter, transfer the goods, and then transport it the rest of the way for final sale. You got it. Too bad your friends back at the key don't know you're cutting them out of the deal. I wonder what they'd say if they found out. Probably the same thing your boss in the big shiny tower would say if he knew you were funneling electrical components, right? Well, we don't have to worry about that because neither of them will ever find out. Right? That's right, Toots. Let's just enjoy the credits
Toots.
and keep our big mouths shut, hmm? After all, it's just good business.
Interesting. So I don't recognize either of those names. It sounds like it's a conversation between a Ryujin employee and a member of the Crimson Fleet. Oh, it says Generdyne, actually. Generdyne Corporate. Interesting. Generdyne's the company that produces Aurora, or at least is responsible for... no, yeah, I believe that's right. They produce the Aurora. They farm the Chazambas, or whatever it's called. The fish that are indigenous to this planet. Cool. Cool. Oh, he's just straight up got the Aurora behind the counter. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. All right, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know why I'm thanking him, honestly. Oh, dang, you need the lounge pass to use the bathroom. If you manage to sneak up here.
Yes? What?
But you gotta take a whiz. You better find a lounge pass quickly.
Of course. Please enjoy.
Thanks, Micah.
So that is the first stop on our rapid fire tour of all the things I found. That is the only thing I found in Neon. So you might imagine me spending a good 40, 50 minutes
Really going to walk on
searching Neon. I think I actually spent close to an hour
Can
here.
you believe
It's
Xeno
definitely one of the bigger
franchises
locations that I searched. And only finding that one audio log. So, I mean, yeah, I heard it before. Sorry, it's not blind. You didn't get my blind reaction to it. But I think, I performed the cost-benefit analysis in my mind, and I think this is the better way to do things. So I apologize to anyone who doesn't like this. We're going to rush through this stuff and get to more content that's blind to me very soon. The next stop on our agenda is actually a little bit embarrassing. You might be wondering what I mean. Well, we're going back to the Red Mile. I had crossed the Red Mile off my list of things to search. Red Mile is a very sussy location. A lot of the criminal element spends time here. So I thought it was a good place to search for evidence. And in the last video, I came here. I did what I felt like was a very thorough search of the Red Mile. It's not a big place. I did what I felt was a very thorough search. Didn't find anything. So I had no intention of searching this place again. But what I did have an intention of doing was running the Red Mile some more times. Because I want to beat Donovan's record, and it's kind of boring to run it. I think I mentioned this before. All the times I've run it, other than the first time that I did as part of the quest, I've run it between videos because I actually did record myself running it like 10 times. And it is just repetitive, and even I can't stand to run it more than like 5 times without going to do something else in the game because it bores the crap out of me. But as you can see, I'm now currently tied with number 5 on the leaderboard. I figured that was a good place to stop because I don't know if we're gonna get some unique dialogue once I actually make it onto the leaderboard, which should be with my next run. So I stopped at 18. There was no new dialogue at 18 for me becoming tied with 5th place. But while I was doing that and working on getting my Red Mile run numbers up again, I found a piece of evidence. Just sitting right here on the bar.
Yeah, that's the point,
I
right?
need to go back, and I haven't rewatched that video yet, but I need to go back and rewatch the video and see if I even checked the bar. Like, I can't believe I had this place in my mind completely crossed off. Like, there's no evidence here. I was surprised there was no evidence here, but I had it off my list. And this one, the Chunks Heist evidence, I actually haven't listened to yet because I did my Red Mile runs between videos, even between the video that you're never gonna see and this one. I did my Red Mile runs, so I came back here after the 2-hour 40-minute long video where I searched all the cities, and saw this, and I felt really silly. So I haven't picked it up yet at all. So let's check it out together.
So you dragged me all the way out to Red Mile. What the hell is all this junk, Magnus?
Chunks. A full assortment, fresh from the factory, nothing but the best.
So you want a clip to pick up the tab on, how many is it? 16, 17, 18 boxes of food.
No, this ain't food, man. This is survival. For deep space hops, this stuff never goes bad, and it's cheap.
At first I thought you were kidding, and I thought, nah, he's just taking the joke too far. Now I just think you're out of your damn mind.
Look, how about you buy half the shipment, try it out, pass it around. The stuff will catch on fast. Ecliptic will love it. Trust me.
How about you run back to the key and tell Delgado he can blow his food out of his airlock? We aren't buying.
Okay. 3 boxes. Heck, I'll throw in the 4th for free. Huh? You can't beat that deal, right?
Fine. If it'll shut you the hell up, load the 4 boxes on my rig and let me get out of here.
Pleasure doing business with you, Toombs.
Interesting. So just like the last piece of evidence, I don't recognize either of those names. Magnus, maybe I've heard mention of on board the key, but from someone I'm not sure. It seems to me that these pieces of evidence don't necessarily have any connection with characters we've met. It's more of like, here's just some more evidence of Crimson Fleet doing Crimson Fleet stuff. I don't even know how any of this is necessarily crime related. I mean, this says Chunks Heist, so I guess he stole these crates of chunks from the Chunks factory, wherever that is. But yeah, okay. Cool. Next stop on our little tour of places I went. Oh, yes. This is another thing I stumbled upon organically between videos. And in fact, a whole lot of these are like places I had no intention of searching, but I just ended up like finding things when I was doing stuff. I'm working on a new custom ship, which you may actually be seeing it when I pause my game. Oh yeah, this is it down here. I'll give you a little look at my ship in a bit here. But I've been working on a new custom ship. It's a lean, mean fight machine. But that's not what we're talking about right now. In order to make the ship, I needed some special parts. It's Nerion, is it? No. Why do I not remember? Oh, I remember Valo. So kind of Narion, but not. Been a while since we've been here. But you may remember that on the planet Polvo, we have Hopetown. The place we went for the Freestar Rangers quest a few times, and we ended up killing the CEO at the end of that quest, the CEO of HopeTech. HopeTech, as it turns out, fun fact, if you're playing the game along as you're watching my playthrough, you have to go to specific ship salespeople in order to get some special parts for your ships. You can obviously buy parts for your ships at ship services technicians all over the place. There's ship services everywhere. There's even a ship services tech right here in Hopetown. But if you want to get, and you can sort of see my ship right there, well, you'll get the grand tour in a minute. If you want to get special parts, though, that are unique to the manufacturers, in this case, HopeTech, you have to go and find specific salespeople for those brands. There's a HopeTech salesperson here. There's a Stroud Eklund salesperson at their space station where we did the over-designed quest for Walter. There's a Taiyo engineering salesperson in the Ryushin services tower in Neon. I'm probably forgetting a few others that have star yards and stuff you can visit. But it was HopeTech parts, special HopeTech parts I was really hoping to get for this ship. Specifically, it was the bridge. You may remember I actually commented on this in a previous video. When we escaped from the lock, we ended up using a prison shuttle to get off the planet's surface and back up to the key. And the prison shuttle had a unique bridge on it. It was a bridge that actually mounted on top, and you came into it from below, which was unlike the bridges for any ships I'd seen in Shipbuilder ever. And that led me down a rabbit hole of trying to figure out where I could get that ship and that ship part, the bridge specifically, which it was a HopeTech part. I registered the prison shuttle just so I could go into Shipbuilder and figure out who manufactured it. Found out it was a HopeTech part. Came here, tried talking to the ship services technician. Even they wouldn't sell me the part. Went to the building, which, by the way, there's a funny bug in the building, which I may show you in a minute here. There's two of the front security guards in the building are still hostile towards me from way back when I killed the CEO. And I thought, oh no, I'm not even going to be able to talk to the salesperson in this building because the whole building's still hostile to me. But after I killed the two guards that were still hostile, they respawn, by the way. Every time I come back here, they're back again. But I killed them both, and then the salesperson returned to the sales counter, which is right inside the main entrance here. And I was able to talk to them. I was able to get the part. It's on my ship right now. But while I was here, I decided to poke around to see if I missed any named NPCs. I didn't miss any named NPCs in the building. I actually did a pretty thorough search of HopeTech the first time I was here. But there is a named NPC in the pit stop who I never talked to. So let me pop into the pit stop here. I came in here to see if I could find any named NPCs I hadn't interacted with.
Hello.
Just customers and stuff, besides the bartender who I have talked to before.
As vital
But then I
as
saw this guy here,
spaceships are
Fast
to these
Tuan.
settled systems, everything would grind to a halt without the trade authority.
As you can tell, he is a trade authority rep.
There was blood everywhere.
And I did click on him just to see if he had anything. I thought maybe he's just a trade authority salesperson here in Hopetown. But that is not the case. He actually has
There
some
was
dialogue.
a time when every
He's a
business
for real named
magnate in the
NPC. I
collective
haven't
knew my
I haven't
name.
done any of his dialogue yet. Because like I said, this was another thing that I was doing between videos, just working on my new ship design. And yeah, so not only did I find him in here to talk to,
You know we do
but
more
hey,
than
look.
booze, right? If you need it, we got it.
My friend got
there's a
mugged
piece of
last
evidence
night,
sitting
looking for
here on the
something-
bar in the pit stop
I
in
meant
Hopetown.
I have everything except that.
Item number 3 on
See
our list of
Carlos
5
at the
items.
best
Let's
of
check it
All
out.
right, Neva went for it, so the plan's a go. The Crimson Fleet is gonna do a quick smash and grab on Hopetown. To get started, I need a layout of the settlement. Don't leave anything out. I want every guard patrol, junction box, mark down everything. When it's go time, I'm gonna need some kind of distraction. Maybe set off a mining charge or something. You know, keep security busy. You'll have at least a week's notice before we send in our ships, so that should give you plenty of time to get ready. All right, you wanted to be part of the fleet. This could be your ticket. Just don't screw it all up.
Interesting. So they were given another rook, their trial by fire here. He mentioned Neva, which was nice because finally someone's talking about a character I've heard of. I don't get I don't really get these pieces of evidence. They seem like weird things for the Crimson Fleet to just leave around. Like I get it. It's part of a quest, right? But like I need to have a chat with Delgado about making sure his people aren't just leaving evidence just all over the place for Sistef to stumble upon. This is another one I hadn't heard before just now, because I saw it sitting there and I was like, oh crap! I added it to the to-do list, but I didn't pick it up. So cool. Sounds like just like the first, they were planning to steal some ships out of Hopetown here, or at least raid the place. Don't know if that ever happened. It's certainly not part of the canon story that anyone's mentioned. But we got our evidence for the Hopetown raid.
Tell him Sal sent you. Listen, you're fresh from the farm?
Some may consider
let's go have a
Hopetown
talk
a
with
backwater,
a
but
talk.
it's a
Goodness, I
very
can't speak
safe and
myself.
rewarding
Your
assignment.
back. It gets better, I promise.
Right. Let's have a talk with fast. Attack with fast. Let's have a talk with Fast Huang. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing that last name.
If I am not mistaken, you are
I love
new
that
here.
first name though, Fast.
I hope you find Hopetown as full of opportunity as the Trade Authority does. A marvelous place, truly laissez-faire. If you have any difficult cargo to unload, I'm happy to oblige.
Yeah, I heard that and I thought, oh gosh, she's just a Trade Authority merchant. But then I looked through these dialogue options and I was like, oh, there's a little more to this guy, to this NPC. We do have some dialogue here, so let's check it out, see what he's got to say. What's the Trade Authority doing in Hopetown?
A little of this, a little of that. Anything we can do to facilitate trade.
Ain't that always the way? I feel like that's always a question I get to ask them. I had the same question for the Trade Authority rep on the key. I was like, what's the Trade Authority doing on the key? And they always say the same thing, like, anywhere there's money to be made, Trade Authority will be there. They're the ultimate capitalists in this game. It's really funny that they have such an official sounding name like Trade Authority when they're really a bunch of money launderers and movers of stolen goods and smugglers. So Hopetown's all right with you being here?
Security and I have come to a very equitable arrangement, beneficial to all parties.
So he bribed his way into a position here. Nice, nice. You mean you buy contraband? Yeah, duh. It's always nice to see the Trade Authority.
Are you?
I
I
lie.
think we'll be the best of friends and business partners. So,
I do like that I
do
can
you
sell you
need
guys
anything?
stolen items and contraband. Why are you set up in
I've
a bar?
never been much for offices or a storefront. But here, people from all over the system come here. A true crossroads.
Cool. So he is just, at the end of the day, like I didn't get this far before, but he is at the end of the day just another Trade Authority NPC merchant, but he did have some fun dialogue, so I'm glad we got a chance to talk to him.
Literal
Let's buy his
music to
digipicks,
my ears.
which I'm sure he has on him, and then we'll move on. All right. Oh, right. So when I was
How was your shift?
in the Hope Tech building,
bad.
without even thinking
Someone
about it, I
almost lost an arm.
did see
The
a
plasma
data
cutter.
slate
Oh,
on
damn
the
it.
counter in there, on this
The cutter
counter
really
next to the
needs better
salesperson,
safety legs.
and I picked
Just
it up.
know they ain't going to do
Um,
anything until it's too late.
I picked
Easy
it up
should
at
be
the
a
time.
hazard
It
done
wasn't
for.
evidence. It was just a world building slate. So while we're here in Hopetown, let me go ahead and let's see. Formal complaint. This one. I haven't read this yet. I just picked it up and I was like, oh crap. You know, I realized later that like, oh shoot, I should have saved that for this video. But I was like, oh, it's not one of those audio logs. It's auto playing, so I didn't even think about it. Your report has been logged, but I want to be clear. Bennu St. James reports directly to Mr. Hope. Bennu's job isn't to help sales. His job is focused on future initiatives and broad architecture. So it sounds like someone in sales made a formal complaint about something. So do your best to sell ships without promising any changes or modifications at all. Customization and personalization may be keys to Tayo's success, but hit up our reliability and this sentence is rough. Customization and personalization may be keys to Tayo's success, but hit up our reliability and unmatched safety record. I almost think that that's like an autocorrect typo. Like it got auto grammar corrected, but it's supposed to say, but talk up our reliability and unmatched safety record. That word makes more sense to me in that sentence than hit. Also, we have several contractors we've had good success with that do aftermarket modifications. I'm happy to send those your way. Just keep it up. Yeah, like me. I did a lot of aftermarket modifications to one of my ships using Hope Tech parts, and I'm very happy with the result. All right, that is Valo done. There's only one more stop on our little tour of collecting all the things I got on the video that'll never see the light of day. This is actually a place I searched in that video that will never see the light of day because it's specifically connected to the Crimson Fleet quest line, and that is the clinic. You'll recall that the doctor at the Crimson Fleet had us go to the clinic to get a shipment of medical supplies. I took a return trip to the clinic, which I'm trying to remember where that is. Oh, well, yeah, I'm struggling because it's right here, but Narion instead. So I took a return trip to the clinic to do a thorough search, see if there was any evidence there, and there sure was. My instincts were spot on with this one. I mean, it occurs to me that there's only been 2 audio logs that I'm not reacting to blind. The one we picked up in Neon, which I'd gotten during that video, and this one. This one I also got during that video and listened to, and blah, blah, blah. So this will be my second time hearing it, but I'm going to go pick it up again.
You are cleared to dock
play
at the
it
clinic,
for you
the best
wonderful
medical
people.
facility in the settled systems.
You can see my new ship in action en route to the clinic. I'm going to take it out for a little bit of a spin after we finish here, so I can show it off and tell you about it.
Didn't even smudge the paint.
But I'm not going to spend much time on that. Don't worry. I'm not going to spend the whole episode fawning over my awesome shipbuilding skills. I am just going to give you a brief tour of the ship, and then
Need some work done?
after this, we'll be off to resume the Crimson Fleet faction quest.
Got a little bit of a cough.
So this one I
Probably
found
nothing.
in a very predictable place. You'll remember I came in here.
Yes?
I talked to this guy. Oh, he's actually not in here right now. Well, whatever. He was here when I came here to talk to him about the medical supplies for the key. And right behind where he was, on top of this cabinet, this is a bit tricky to see, so I'm not surprised I didn't see it when I was here before. But there is a piece of evidence, an evidence slate, right behind where he was standing, basically. Gennady Aiton. I recognize that name, but I'm not sure from where. Oh, actually, I believe Gennady Aiton is the lady the doctor on the key, maybe? Anyway. Oh, no, Gennady Aiton is the guy that works here at the clinic, who is being asked for the supplies. It looks like, and this is directly related to the medical supplies that were being requested, and that side quest that we did previously. Aiton, I don't appreciate you trying to change the terms of our deal, so I'm going to pretend you didn't mention it. I'll be sending a courier, that was me, to pick up the supplies as usual, so have them ready as soon as possible. The clinic's not going to miss them. And then there's a list of the supplies. If you're having any misgivings and need motivation, I advise you to keep the following in mind. First, I may work for the fleet, but these are people too. Right, and that was his whole... That's where he was having second thoughts, was he felt like he was just basically helping, heal pirates so that they could go and hurt other people. Second, I know all about your sordid little habit. I was there. The only reason you ended up where you did in life is because you're damn good at hiding it. So let's get one thing straight. If you think you can charge me to fund your dirty little secret, think again. I think he ended up telling us that he wasn't back on Aurora, which is the habit being referred to here. He just was having misgivings about supplying the Crimson Fleet in general. So he was trying to get her to move on to another supplier by raising the prices. Either stick to the deal or I'll make sure Dr. Darvish finds out exactly who it is that's been nursing her patients. Nursing her patients. Yes. No audio that time, just the text log, but another piece of evidence.
Whatever you do, don't let anyone in here sneeze on you. That happens. We can't let you leave.
I like his, got a bit of an Irish accent, if I'm not mistaken. Good stuff. Is that a trade authority kiosk? It is. Nice. Never noticed that the last time I was here. Maybe I did. I don't know. So that's it. That's the end of our wrap-up tour. I'm just real curious. Let me see. So all in all, that did take about an hour to tell you what happened between videos and to... no, I'm lying. 38 minutes. 38 minutes to collect all that stuff. That took me like 2 hours and 40 minutes plus stuff I did between videos before to find it all previously. And who knows, it was like more hours between videos that I was doing stuff in Hopetown and whatnot. Let me show you my new ship. This is the Myrtiu? I don't actually know how that's pronounced. It's the Sanskrit word for death, because that is what this ship is designed to do. It is, I guess there's actually a bit of a thing going on online amongst the Starfield community where people are trying to design ships as small as possible. I'm not like trying to participate in that, but it is appealing to me for its own reasons to try and design a compact ship. You may recall one of the things, one of the main reasons I switched to a custom ship, the Wanderer, was because I really liked being able to just have those like 3 rooms The one entryway room, then the room that my companions were in, and the cockpit, and that was the whole ship, very compact. The Star Eagle that I was piloting before that was kind of big, and there was a lot of extra space in there that I never bothered going to. Like some parts of that ship that I never bothered going through unless I was looking for a specific companion that I knew was on there somewhere. So I didn't like that very much. But just for reference, like this is 18 meters long and 12 meters wide. I guess 18 on both directions and 12 on both directions. We can compare it to the Frontier, and it's just slightly wider, but shorter than the Frontier, so just smaller in general than the Frontier, but roughly about the same size. Here's the Wanderer, which we had going 30 feet by 20, bigger in both directions. Now, the Wanderer is still... I didn't change this custom ship at all. I still really like this ship, mainly for its cargo capacity. Wanderer has that 3,700 cargo capacity, which means I can dump just loads and loads of stuff into the ship. It's also got the 480 shielded cargo. It's got 6 crew slots, excuse me. So I can, when I eventually get the ship command skill up a bit more, I'm going to be able to assign a bunch more crew to my ship. You may remember in the last episode I grabbed a bunch of crew from New Atlantis. I am planning on sort of collecting all the available crew options in the game and swapping them out just to see, what the NPCs have to offer as far as dialogue and any potential stories they may have. Although I'm starting to lose hope that my NPCs have individual side quests. I may just have that in my head from playing Outer Worlds, where each NPC had their own like side quest that they would eventually get around to telling you about if they were part of your crew. But it's fun to have different NPCs on the ship because they have different dialogue lines when you pass by them or when you go to different planets. They enhance different ship systems and stuff if you have them as well. So this is a great all-around ship. This is definitely my all-around utility ship. It goes the farthest distance with its grav drive that it can. It has all the best weapons on it. It has the crazy cargo capacity. It's better in many regards than the ship I have switched to. Wait, what was that I just saw? Oh, right, the Kepler R from the overdesigned quest. So my new ship is a bit more pared down than that. I do have all the same weapons on it and the same shield. But something I discovered when I was goofing around in the shipbuilder is that I was trying to figure out a way to make the Wanderer specifically a faster ship, because that was the one thing where I had to take sort of a cut from my other ships. It wasn't as fast as the Star Eagle, for example. I was able to eventually get the maneuverability up, so the maneuverability was comparable, but it just wasn't nearly as fast, and I couldn't figure out why. I had like the engine specs for the engines I had on there had like the biggest thrust and the biggest maneuverability I could find in engines, and I tried adding more engines. I tried reducing my weight so that I could add more engines. I tried reducing the power need of my systems so I could add more engines, because I thought more engines was the answer, right? More engines go faster, zoom zoom. Not the case. I eventually stumbled upon it just going through the, playing around in the shipbuilder. C-class engines have a limit, a hard limit on your speed. If you're using a C-class engine, you'll never go above X speed. I think it's 130 whatever units per second for a C-class engine, right? You can have a C-class reactor and use other engines, which is how I made this ship. So this ship has A-class engines on it, which allow me to go the max speed possible. It's super lightweight by design, which allows me to have the maximum maneuverability possible. Maximum maneuverability in this game, it caps out at 100, and maximum speed caps out at 180. In fact, this engine I'm using, which I have 3 of them on this ship, 3 of them mainly for getting the maneuverability maxed out. But this engine has a max speed of 180. Other A-class engines cap out at 160, and then like I think B-class is like 140 or 150, and then the C-class caps out at 120 or 130, something around there. But this ship goes zoom zoom, and it turns on a dime. I like it very much, and I especially like how compact the design was. I've got that top-mounted bridge that I really liked from the prison shuttle I got here at Hope Tech, and I'm going to give you a little walkthrough of the ship now, just to show you what the interior's like, and then that's it. Then I'm done gloating over my awesome shipbuilding skills, and we'll get right back into the mission at hand. So this is, I've got some cool windows, which I really love on the ship. It's cool to be able to see stuff out of the ship. On the Wanderer, all of the sides of my ship were just, I had stuff stuck onto it. I somehow ended up with even less real estate on that ship, even though it's bigger. But on this one, I was able to put a bunch of windows, which I really love. I got a bed in this one, which was the main thing I was trying to edit the Wanderer to do in the first place, was to get a bed on there. The sacrifice I made to be able to have a bed is that I can only fit 2 crew on this ship instead of the 6 I can fit on the Wanderer. So like I mentioned, there are some drawbacks. The other thing is there's no cargo, or I should say no extra cargo on this ship. This bottom thing goes down to the bay for when I'm landed on a planet. Right now we're connected via a hatch, so that's the hatch. Up here, just a single ladder. That's the only ladder in the whole ship, and it just goes up to the hatch or down to the docking bay, or, well, I guess this is the docking bay and that's the landing bay, question mark. And then we've got the bedroom here. Oh, I lied. Of course, there's another ladder here going up to the bridge, right? So I got the bed here, more windows, lots of windows. Love having all these windows. So much fun. And then we go up to the bridge, which is actually mounted at the top of the ship. The ladders in the ship actually work, by the way, so I don't know why I've gotten into that habit of trying to jump up everywhere.
Talk to me.
But we've got this cool bridge with the side windows out. I loved this thing in the prison shuttle, and I spent so long trying to figure out how to get this to use in shipbuilding, and I finally got it. I love the design of this bridge. So many windows everywhere. My crew sits on these stations on the side here. You can see we've got Andrea and Barrett with me currently.
Let's get out there and do something new today.
And then just back here, we've got boom, cargo hold, boom, amylary, boom, captain's locker. Right, so the cargo hold is the big thing that I wish was a bit better for the ship. The one thing that is less than ideal, every bridge that you put on a ship, the bridge part itself, has a certain cargo hold capacity. This one's capacity is 300 mass by default. There are no additional cargo modules attached to the ship. I have that 300 mass completely filled up with 30 ship parts and nothing else. So there's no room. There's effectively no cargo hold on this ship. All the ships have the captain's locker, of course. I've still got all of my medications in there. We've got the amylary area here. I'm not sure where we're fitting that on this ship because it's such a small, compact design I've got here. But we do have it here somewhere, theoretically. But the main thing about the ship, and my main goal with it, and the reason I built this separately from the Wanderer because I definitely wanted to keep the Wanderer around for the future, right? Because the Wanderer is still a better, well-rounded ship, but this ship, my main goal was, first of all, it's able to jump to any system in the game. It has a 28 light-year jump, which is smaller than the 30 light-year jump on the Wanderer. And it also has very small fuel tanks, so it would take like multiple jumps to get to a place. But 28 light-years, from my understanding, is the biggest distance between two stars in Starfield. So I made sure to keep this at 28 for its capabilities with the grav drive. So that I would be able to reach any system in the game. So it can go anywhere. It's really just limited by the crew capacity and the cargo hold. And boy, oh boy, does this puppy zoom. This puppy zooms. It really, like when I've got it at the normal engine, it turns on a dime. And when I boost, this thing zooms. Like I can get crazy far, crazy fast in this thing. It's really just gorgeous for ship-to-ship combat. I've got the double weapon systems on it like I did with my with the Wanderer. So it's just as well armed as the Wanderer was, but it's much more maneuverable, much faster for catching up to enemy ships and stuff. So this is my ship-to-ship combat ship, basically. It's designed to be the best it can be at ship-to-ship combat and all fit to this small form factor. I really love it. It's just sort of like a hobbyist ship, really. Look how far away I am already from the clinic just from goofing around. This baby zooms. It zooms. Yeah, and that's it. That's the end of my little ship tour. Without further ado, let's get right into it. We're going back to New Atlantis because we need to get on Jade's ship? No. Juan's ship, the Jade Swan. She made it very clear to us that I don't want to land in the commercial district. It says meet her in the commercial district, but I know that's not where our ship is, so we're going to go to the spaceport. But yeah, she made it very clear that we were going to get locked into this mission. That's why I wanted to do all this side stuff before we dived into this. But I'm done. I feel done with the side stuff. I feel like we've cleaned it up pretty nicely. I can't imagine, like, I'm sure there are other evidence slates I'm not aware of that I haven't found yet that are just sitting out there waiting for me to stumble upon them. I'm sure there are other named NPCs I'm missing in the various cities. But I'm feeling pretty confident that I've done about as good as I can do personally of a search of all the major locations we've visited so far in the game. Cydonia, by the way, there's literally nothing there. I thought, since I did all that Crimson Fleet stuff in Cydonia, just a random dead security guard here, no big deal. That there would be some Crimson Fleet evidence slates in Cydonia, but there weren't any. At least that I could find. Like, maybe there are, but I looked around where Aldor was. I looked around where that shady guy originally approached us. I looked down where we talked that miner into repaying his debt, or I guess we repaid it for him. We told him never to wheel and deal with Aldor again. Look at this ship. This is pretty snazzy. Right, yeah, so I was talking earlier about the shipbuilding and how you can get unique parts from specific manufacturers, and that includes like some crazy stuff. Like I've seen like there's some bridges that are like 3 wide bridges, just huge bridges for your ship, like 3 by 3 compartments is the biggest size I saw. Just some crazy stuff while I was popping around checking that stuff out, that you can get custom to build some really enormous, like crazy ships like the Jade Swan here. So that's definitely my next project. I've got my micro combat ship, like basically my fighter jet ship. I've got my well-rounded, good at everything ship. The next thing is going to be a monstrous behemoth Class C monstrosity cargo ship like the Jade Swan. But let's go ahead and get into it. One last, now that I've collected all the evidence and stuff that I had left behind, and I've cleaned all that up, we got to do one last save before we get locked into this mission, just in case disaster strikes. And I think it is time, well beyond it time, to continue our quest for the Crimson Fleet. We're going after some special technology. We're going to steal from the UC. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. Hello. So now it wants me to meet her, right? Guess the quest objective hasn't changed. Oh, this just says take. So she's up before.
Nobody can stop the Crimson Fleet.
Jade Swan crew. Jade Swan crew has the dialogue lines of Crimson Fleet pirates, interestingly. They're just out in the open about being Crimson Fleet. I thought it was supposed to be kind of hush-hush. At least that's the impression Jade gave me, but her crew seems unconcerned. Maybe they know they're among friends here.
Pardon.
Ignoring the fact that I'm UC Sysdef, at least.
Glad you're in the fleet. If you weren't, I would have killed you already.
Yeah, so I've run into Crimson Fleet a few times. Just out on like random points of interest on planets, and they say these exact dialogue lines. It says take. I mean, free credits. Who's gonna pass that up? So these guys are just acting like I've walked into like a random Crimson Fleet point of interest, and now this is a new location I've never been before. It is definitely like obviously Crimson Fleet related.
Yes.
So I'm just giving it a nice thorough once over with the scanner.
As long as the credits keep rolling in, life's good.
Look for evidence and stuff here. This is really a maze, this ship. So I'm very much feeling like I'm going in circles.
Always looking for the next mark.
But I don't want to miss anything at the same time, so... Alright, I feel like I've been through this section of the ship like 3 or 4 times already, even though I just got here. So I'm going to try to be good. I opened a door over here, which was maybe a dumb thing to do because now I don't know where I have and haven't been. This is the new door? Maybe.
Excuse me.
Nothing to see in there though. Okay.
Always looking for the next mark.
Yeah, so it looks like the bridge is up. Have I found a way to go up yet? It's down. This is the way I came in. Yeah, I can go back out to New Atlantis that way if I want. This is a non-operational door. That's probably actually their docking port. Everything here appears to be free for the taking. I definitely feel like I'm... Oh, this is new. This is new. Okay. Feeling a little bit better about things now. I mean, I suppose when I'm scanning out the quest marker sort of tries to lead me the right way. So I should maybe pay attention to that. I want to find me some sweet, sweet evidence if I can. You know? Aha. A way up. Just what I was looking for. Oh boy, I hope this ladder works. Let's find out. I haven't had any trouble in a while, so maybe they hotfixed the ladder thing. I didn't see an update to the game, but Xbox also sometimes updates my games without telling me it's doing that, weirdly, so. Alright, you all see it saying take, right? As in, feel free to take the 104,000 credits sitting in the captain's locker. I'll tell you, I went pretty broke building that ship I just showed off. Those credits in the captain's locker here, is this all ammo and shit too? Oh my god.
Pardon.
Wait, I'm questioning things now. Did this become my home ship when I got on it? Is that what's happening right now? No, it doesn't quite make sense for that. I don't think I had like... Wait, no. I don't think I had... this stuff on my ship? But maybe I did? Maybe? Let's see what the game says right now. It still says this is my home ship. No, I just think, like, it's just weird. The 100,000 credits is throwing me off. There's no way I had that much money, though, because, like, you can look at my money right now. I've got 183,000. So I had 83,000 on me, or, like, less than that, probably. I just got over 100,000 credits. Like, that's insane to me. There's another just 1,000 credits? Like, what? That's crazy to me. Just for, like, starting this mission, I got more credits than I get for most full missions. Just from searching this ship. Well, here's our friend Juan. I guess we're ready to go. I mean, I guess I'll do another save post getting a ridiculous amount of credits. And then we'll get going.
All right, a few things to note. When we get to the checkpoint, UC military will be hailing us. Let me do the talking. Pretend you're a piece of cargo if you have to.
I can do that. Another introvert unique dialogue option, the third one in as many videos. When I haven't gotten it like the whole game. Really interesting. This is just like the quest for interviews, or for introverts, but I also got one at the Church of the Enlightened, but I think that's just a way to get rid of the introvert perk if you want to. Fair warning, I get anxious when I don't get to talk opposite of the truth. I'll be silent as a creative tissues. I could do that. Shouldn't be a problem. But this, I'm pretty good at staying
That will
quiet.
serve you well here. Some people mistake silence for weakness or, at worst, compliance. But to me, it's the loud ones who leave themselves vulnerable. Now, like I said
I'm with you
before,
on that.
once we take off, there's no turning back until this job is done. If you
one
need to take care of
final
anything
warning
before
from the
we
game.
leave, do it. If you want to ask me any other questions, go for it.
More questions sounds fun. Oh no. I've asked the questions before in the last video. I'm ready, let's go.
All right, then get comfortable. We leave for SY-920 immediately.
All crew prepare for takeoff.
Oh, that's right, it's a secret UC
Routing
space
power
station.
to engine and grav drive. All systems go.
Ooh, this is interesting. I've never been inside a ship taken off for orbit like that before. Or I've actually
We'll
been
grav
able to
jump
like work around
SY-920
it.
from here. Don't worry about your personal ship. The fleet will make sure it's secure. You can take this time to prepare. Just try not to bother my pilot while they're flying.
Don't worry, Captain. I've spent half my life walking and chewing gum at the same time. I can handle a little banter.
Sounds like you're putting in a request for double duty.
Captain, I retract my earlier statement. For the record, I don't even like gum.
Noted. Just get us there safe.
Roger that.
It's just so interesting being able to walk around a ship while it's being piloted by someone else. Whoa. I don't know what I expected with the grab jump, but I thought...
You've entered secure UC military space. Identify yourself or you will be considered hostile.
This is Captain
Ooh,
Juan Dai, cargo
Wooten
class
Star.
ship ID UC-793A, requesting permission to dock.
Identity confirmed. Prepare your ship for scanning. You're cleared to dock at docking bay 2.
I think I've seen that star on the star charts.
Looks
I don't
like
know if
we're
I've
clear.
just never
We'll
been
talk
there
more once
before, or
we're
if I
docked.
never noticed the space station.
Ask for a big
Sorry, I'm talking over the dialogue, my bad. I think she just said, okay, all right, sounds like we're okay to land, or something like that.
Hey,
Oh yeah, let's talk to this
I
guy.
was a UC pilot before getting discharged. They say dishonorably, but that's debatable.
Alright, he doesn't have any actual dialogue. Speaking to Juan's my new objective. Sounds like we've docked with the mysterious secret space station. Let's discuss the mission with Juan.
Okay, we're in. First things first. The station is enormous, with checkpoints everywhere. To get past them, you'll need a military uniform. And to get a uniform, you'll need to get to the barracks. There should be a way through the vents. You can get to them via the maintenance door downstairs. There's an intercom there as well, where we can make contact. Once you get a uniform, it should be fairly easy to find an elevator to the command bay. But if at any point your cover's blown, I'm gone.
Yeah, she mentioned that before. She will disavow all knowledge. Right, so it sounds like she's sort of laid out what the mission's going to entail for us. It's definitely a stealth mission, which we've had a bit of a time with those in this game so far, so that's why we did all those saves before we started on this. Hopefully things will go smoothly. Sounds like I'm going to sneak through some vents, get into the barracks, put on a soldier's uniform so I can pretend to be a good soldier boy, make my way up to the command center, where they should have the piece of prototype tech that I am here to steal. What if I get stuck? Is there any way to reach you? Answer is no, but let's hear what she has to say.
Provided you haven't sounded the alarm, then yeah, like I said. If you can find an intercom, I'll keep a channel open.
Okay, good. So I can use intercoms to communicate to her and get more advice about what to do next. What's this about vents?
This is a star station, so there are plenty of ventilation ducts you can slither into. As far as
Right.
tactics go, it's an oldie, but goodie.
Yeah, sure. Tell me again about these security checkpoints.
Only military personnel are allowed out of the cargo area. That's why we need to get you to the barracks to find you a uniform.
Right, they're not very good checkpoints if they don't do like a biometric scan, or at the very least force you to have some sort of ID card with RFID for or getting past these security checkpoints. I mean, if all it takes is a military uniform, I feel like I could have gone and stopped at the UC Surplus store in New Atlantis before starting this mission, and that would have done the trick. But hope you got that grav drive ready then. Yeah, we'll be hightailing it out of here once we've got what we came for. Got to get out of here before they notice it's missing, or all hell could break loose. I'm going to say the super overconfident thing at the top, but there's no way that this goes off without a hitch. Don't worry, they won't suspect a thing.
I would hope not. But if they do, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Either way, for now, get on that station and find that intercom. We'll talk more then.
Howdy.
All right, board SY-920. Well, there's still some good stuff in there, but like, my inventory is already getting full-ish. I took that final, I did get one skill point between videos. Well, I got a few, but I only got the one that, between the last video and this one, which is this spend it on weightlifting so I could get the final rank of that, get my carry capacity up by 100 kg. Because I knew, like, as soon as they told me this was a mission where I wasn't going to be able to get out of it for a while, I knew it would be handy to have a big carry weight so I can be a loot goblin while I'm in there. But I may regret, I usually like to keep a skill point just in case I need to pick up a skill on the fly to accomplish something. I don't have that buffer this time. So, oh, this is the docking port. Nice. So we're going to hope I don't end up needing it. Worst case scenario, I'll try to find a way to level up while I'm in here by picking locks, probably. But hopefully we'll just be good with the levels of skills that we have currently. Although I'm really wishing I had that make people non-hostile skill right now. I did realize I do have an alien power. Fill your foes with silent calm of the universe, compelling them to temporarily abandon their weapons. Just hope we don't have to use that. So I'm on board now. This is the cargo area, which I do have access to.
You with the Jade Swan? Loading and unloading only. Stay clear of the military barracks.
Ma'am, yes ma'am. Just
need a
here
lot of cargo to keep a station this size running.
I believe it, yeah. Look at this giant cargo bay. Look at this place. Crazy.
Got to make sure everything is checked in and...
Everyone here is default hostile. But because I'm here legitimately, they're not attacking me currently. But boy, is it nerve-wracking seeing them as red dots on my radar and whatnot. Now, I can't imagine this, of all places, is going to have a piece of Crimson Fleet evidence just sitting around. But I've noticed that doesn't seem the placement doesn't matter so much as, like, this is a place that's involved with a Crimson Fleet quest. So I don't feel like picking my way in the storage boxes is a good, efficient use of my time right now, so I'm going to avoid that sort of thing for the time being. We're here with a clear purpose in mind. Alright, so this is just the several airlocks for cargo ships to dock at. We got an elevator here. that I assume goes up. Maybe down also. Oh, not currently functional. How about down? Oh, okay.
Excuse me?
Yeah?
Sure would be nice to listen to some music on the job.
Oh, I thought he was actually like... Ooh, what? Oh. So we've got a door unlocked that is not a crime. I think that's just the game's way of being like, hint, hint, this is the way to go. We also have an intercom that, as soon as I pass by it, we got the optional objective to speak to Jade. It's interesting that it's optional. I feel like keeping her in the dark for the most part for this mission is preferable. I certainly don't want her leaving without me. But, I mean, why would I need to talk to her? I know what I'm supposed to be doing, right? She'll maybe give me some updated information, like, yeah, that door right there is for sure the door you want to be clicking on. I mean, yes, it's a storage cargo area. Of course, there's some crates and stuff that I could open if I wanted to. I haven't gone upstairs yet, so I'm going to search that before we go down further, although I think down is the correct... correct's not the right word. The critical path for this mission.
There's rumors Commander Natara was brought on to investigate. 2 weeks later, she's in charge.
Oh, interesting. Little Commander Natara brought on to investigate the old commander, and suddenly she's in charge. I didn't realize the random NPC was going to give me some world building, so I just walked on by him, but then he actually did. Alright, so I feel like we kind of searched the place. The only place I saw that I could get into is that door.
Gotta be around here somewhere.
I know they like to really hide some
Security's
of the
gotten
vents
so
in this game.
I was thinking of
Like behind things, but I'm not seeing anything that screams secret passage to me. Secret tunnel. Looking for a secret tunnel. Don't think there's a secret tunnel, just a door that I can open. Over here. Let me save my game. I'm going to try the intercom and see what she says. But I almost feel like checking... Excuse me for the cough. I almost feel like checking in with her is a mistake. Ooh. I was about to say, all the UC Marines I'm seeing are like... real low level, but there's a level 40 for you. I mean... let's open this door first. I'm feeling some kind of way about checking in with her before I even have the uniform, right? She told me what I need to be doing. Don't know why I'd need to check in with her already. Alright, so I just got the... got access to the barracks. That took away my optional objective. Can I not?
This is Captain Juan Dayu.
Alright. Yeah, those dialogues weren't... ooh. Do you see that message? I've only ever seen that message once before when I was in Bayou's penthouse. So I've got to save right before I pick the lock on this door, I believe. So I'm going to just go for it for now. But it basically said that I'm trespassing, and if I get caught, people will be mad. Shoot. I'm right now kind of wishing I had a skill point, because I might need another point in stealth for this mission to be a real success. This is fascinating, honestly. It's having me go in the vent over here, which is what I thought I'd be doing originally, was going in the vents. Detected by what? Is it just saying I'm detected by the grub? I think it might be. So now the quest objective wants me to go through that vent, but like the part of me that's a curious person wants me to go up those stairs. Alright, so this is the save right before the door when I start trespassing. Let's have another save that's for just me spamming in the restricted area.
Did you hear that?
What's that?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I made a lot of soldier boys in this room kind of nervous. What are they doing? Alright, well that's clearly a no-go. Let's go get that uniform, shall we? Sorry I'm going so slow, this room made me nervous before with it going to like danger. I don't think it will though, I think it's just that grub. So I confusingly have three different pieces or three different quest objectives on my screen right now. After docking at SY-920, I boarded the station and found myself in a cargo hold. In order to find the comm spike, I need to first get access to the command bay. Find an ensign uniform is my current objective. It looks like I've got to assume that all three of these count, right? But probably only one of these is easy to get my hands on. Look, there's someone in here. A level 50 UC Marine Super Elite in this room. So there's no way I don't get caught if I try to go in this room. Expert locked vent. As tempting as that is, we're going to try up here first. already deeply regretting not putting more points in the stealth before trying this mission. I didn't realize it would just immediately be stealth stuff. I thought it would be like... I don't know what I thought. Thought it would be more dialogue heavy than stealth heavy, I guess. I guess. Well, that just is open, so this feels right. Ooh, bathroom. Bathroom's definitely promising. Someone changed their clothes in the bathroom?
How's the patrol? Back holding up okay? There's sensitive equipment up here. If we're up to speed,
I do love that skill for this mission, though. Just 16 meters away from a potential uniform. 18 meters that direction. My instinct says go this way. That guy with his back turned probably is within sight of me, but I think the uniform's in this room here. I also think there's no one in the room. So if we can be nice and quiet and... So if we can be nice and quiet and... ... Okay. I can tell this is going to involve a lot of reloads. So I'm going to do my best to save more often than I have been. Because obviously, like, I'm reloading now, but it's going to take me all the way back to, like, a while back. I think this is before I even went looking up those stairs, but I decided not to go up those stairs. So we can just skip over that part this time. Get right into these vents. I'm pretty sure I found the easiest uniform to get. It's just going to be a matter of getting past those guards in the hall there. Yeah, that's for sure a trap. I'm glad I avoided that. But yeah, we'll get up here back to the spot I was in before. We'll save the game before going through the hall this time. Oh, it's these two I heard talking before. They're on a rotating patrol going around. One inside this room, too. I don't know if that would be easier to get to, maybe. Alright, see, I'm going to save my game here. Then we won't have to go as far if I have to reload again. Here we go. Ensign Remi's uniform? Wow, I have different named uniforms. That's fun. A reminder to all personnel that the projects being developed on this station are highly classified and involve extremely sensitive information. As a loyal citizen of the United Colonies and a member of the UC Navy, you are being entrusted not to share this knowledge with any outside party, including your families. Any disclosure of the activities, projects, or data on the station will result in immediate dismissal and court-martial. For those in the cargo bay, an extra reminder that only uniformed personnel are allowed in the mess hall and barracks. I've heard instances of contractors being allowed in the dining area, and this is strictly forbidden. Rin, yeah, I have your stuff, but after what you did and who you did it with, I don't want to see you ever again. Ew, Leanna. Did Rin cheat on you, Leanna? If I'm in the mess hall, you need to be in your bunk. If I'm in the cargo bay, you need to be in your bunk. If I'm anywhere in the settled systems outside of my personal quarters, then you need to be in your bunk. In fact, the only time you're allowed to leave your bunk, as far as I'm concerned, is when I'm in mine. Because if I so much as see your face again, I'm going to discharge my firearm right in your teeth. I like it. Personal profile Win Akasaka. So this is from Leanna Zaremi to Win. Height 1.92 meters. What a weird ass way to notate someone's height. 95.1 kilos. Birthplace Jemison. Rank ensign. Matriculated to the Sword Military Academy after being recruited at a job fair. Received accommodations for marksmanship and physical fitness. Accommodations? Shouldn't that be like accolades or something? Does that word work there? Assigned to this place following graduation. I don't think this is Wynn's computer, is it? Or it is. Wait. Just this crew quarters computer. I think it is Wynn's computer, but the uniform I just picked up. Is Zaremi's uniform, so Leona's, right? Leona Zaremi. So I guess they were having some sort of affair going on. Anyway, I've put on the uniform. Do I have to change my hat? Maybe take off this neural amp? I don't know. Just for safety's sake. We're going to wear nothing but the uniform. So I kind of get the impression I don't need to be hidden anymore. But I'm also a little bit alarmed by the fact it said such and such's uniform. So because I don't know if like someone's going to see like a name tag on this uniform and be like, wait a second, you're not such and such. You know? You know what I mean? So what I think I'm going to do... Oh, these are just... Sorry, I got distracted. What I think I'm going to do is keep searching and try to get the other two uniforms. So I have all three. Oh, geez, I didn't realize. Got caught unprepared by a lock-picking puzzle again. That was a pretty easy one, though. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Shit, I didn't mean to take that. Ooh. Alright. So, like I said, I'm going to try to steal all three uniforms. Oh, I can't. Enter the command bay. Okay. Let me save. Now that I've got the uniform, let's use a third save slot for this. Might be overkill, but... This is my post getting the uniform save slot. So there's one in this room, but I thought there would be a door here, and there's not. Let's go ahead and test how okay I am wearing this uniform to be walking around with laissez-faire. Yeah, here. There should be one in here. So let's go ahead and find the one that was in here. I probably won't be able to get the third one because I don't remember where it was. Got another computer. Here we go. See Ensign Akasaka's uniform. That makes me want to collect all three because I'm a collector. We're going to find our way back to that other one. We read that before. Oh, this is the thing that was... So this is the other person involved in the little relationship thing. Lee, I understand you're upset and don't want to see me, but when you last left, you took the wrong uniform and my elevator keycard with it. Oh, elevator keycard. I'm going to have to go back there and take another look. But it's the uniform that I really need back. What do you think would happen if I was wearing yours and used the wrong cipher in the command bay? They would think me an intruder and shoot me on sight. The wrong cipher. Oh, man. I knew I was onto something with going to find the other uniforms. So I'll ask you one more time. Let's meet up somewhere and trade. We don't have to talk. And I'm not going to try and explain myself. I just want my uniform back. So I have to use a uniform that corresponds with a cipher. Here we've got Leanna Zarimi's profile. Born in Gagarin. Gagarin's a place I haven't been back to in my big search of places. I feel like it's definitely worth... I only went there once a long time ago, and it was kind of a rundown place. It wouldn't surprise me if there's like an evidence tab or some shit there. Sorry, some stuff. But I'll consider that added to my mental to-do list. Graduated with a focus on computer engineering and software as a civilian, employed briefly at Galbank before being recruited as a military software specialist. Eventually was allowed to transferred. I feel like that should say to transfer. Lots of typos in these messages as part of this mission here. To infantry at her own request, serving initial tour on SY 920. Okay, so I'm going to save again. This is me with 2 uniforms. We're going to go and do whatever it takes to get that 3rd uniform. I kind of remember where it is. It's in that room that I was like, this room is a trap, or it's past that room, at least. I can get back to that room. I think I remember the general direction it was in from that room. Okay. This is yet another place that I don't think I'm going to be able to come back to
I need to get better
later.
sleep. You been to the
Hi.
mess hall? Culinary specialist Okoye is a damn good chef.
Oh, yeah. So I seem to be okay to just walk around now. Otherwise, I would have just been busted pretty hard there.
Word is Commander Woods might be coming back. Maybe that'll put an end to all these checkpoints.
Oh, the last commander was a little more laissez-faire, huh? Well, back into the vents we go. Oh, sugar. That's right. I just barely did a save. It'll be all right. I'm realizing I should have crouched before doing this, and may regret not doing so. Especially if someone watches this door open from the other side and I wasn't crouching, it's probably going to be bad for me. Does that work? Yeah, with this. Awesome. Loving it. Yeah, easy lock. Alright, that seems to have gone okay. Is this me back in the cargo bay? Well, so I remember, like, looking through here and it was, like, this direction. Man. This doesn't even say steal. We'll do a hidden pick anyway. I don't think it's going to be behind a digipick. The uniform, I mean. But, doesn't hurt to take a peek. Wow, this was a crazy easy lock. Guess it's just advanced, right? Micropropellant. Oh boy. Not even gonna take that. That 10 XP though. Is this literally just the... No, this is definitely a different place.
I've heard the technology in the station would make the FC surrender before we even started another war.
ID card reader. Yeah, remember we read that thing about them taking the ID card also? We're gonna have to go back to that crew quarters for sure. But I'd love to, because this third uniform, excuse me, this third one seemed like the most difficult of the three to get to. I may very well reload my save before I was wearing a uniform. Oh my god. Okay, I can't get up there apparently. Just to get a better feel for which direction it was in, because I'm striking out with this room. I thought it was in this room. But like... Where though? Where could it have
I was the
been?
kid who ate too much heel paste. But look at me now, a Marine on a UC star station.
Hey, good for you, kid. You come a long way. Oh, man. I don't know. Looking through here, it seemed like it was maybe up there, but I can't get up there. Maybe the third uniform is meant for after you get upstairs. I mean, it's weird that it's like not on my list of objectives anymore. Let's go back and see if we can get that ID card from this quarters over here. They definitely made a point out of like talking about the ID card on that other computer. Oh man, I can't see it though. Where could it be? Am I just blind? Oh boy. A digipick? I mean, I guess. Brochure? Oh, it's just a boring chunk item. I was onto something for a second there. I don't know, I'm not seeing it. I'm starting to wish I had, let's explore the rest of this floor, I guess. Before we get too crazy with the elevators.
Everything looks clear.
Good, good. Good work, soldier. Keep up the good work. You won't mind if I crack this safe while you're working over there, right? Take some weapons and stuff off the wall, you know. Business reasons? Oh, shit. Didn't mean to steal that, though. Let me give that back. Ooh, while I'm at it. Where is it? David Copperfield. Don't need that either. That was another accidental pickup from earlier. Oh no, that's a big trap. We don't want to do that. This looks good.
Back's acting up again. Not gonna forget that fight anytime soon.
Holy crap, 52 zero wire in there? Oh, it's tempting as heck, but I'm not here to gather basic resources. And got a mission here. Mission to accomplish.
We've been asked to tighten security on the station. Orders are orders.
Yeah, they recently tightened security. I feel like they've got a mole in SysDef. This is just the quarters I've already been through. Why am I back here? How do I get back here? Here, this is new. Oh. Oh, hello.
SY-920 Marines are hand-picked. To maintain ops security, most of us here won't work another assignment.
Yeah, oh yeah, me too, for sure. Handpicked.
Yes?
No, nothing. Oh my goodness. This place is huge.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Sure, go ahead.
We have a full kitchen. Everything you could ever ask for on a star station. And here you are, eating rations like we're trapped in a goddamn
Yes?
foxhole.
I just like the way it tastes. Sorry.
I mean, have you tried anything else? The
Culinary
sandwiches, the salads,
specialist.
the cuts?
Okay, I probably shouldn't talk to people, but I mean...
All UC chefs receive special culinary training. We have to be ready to cook with limited ingredients and be able to adapt on the fly.
But it's not healthy to eat rations all day.
Good for you, man. He didn't have any actual
What do you
dialogue,
mean,
just
no?
random lines. Oh, we're back down here. Okay. So we've come full circle at least, which I like. I think that means we should be going this way now. Like, I mean... I feel like it's for sure a mistake to click on those elevators, but... I don't know where the third uniform is. I don't know where the ID badge allegedly is. Let's pop a save and see what happens when I click on things. My quest objective thinks I should be clicking on this. Apparently I had an ID card. I don't know if I got that when I picked up this uniform. I mean, this is the uniform that matches the ID card if I'm understanding the entries correctly. So find information on the comm spike is my new objective, and I also have another optional talk to Ladybird. And I think we will talk to her because I'm feeling a little some kind of way. So we've got elevators going back down to different cargo bays. Both of my objectives are right in this freaking room. So that didn't... Oh, I had an autosave coming off that elevator. Okay, I'm good with that. Oh, the intercom's right here. Yeah. I've made it to the command bay.
And no alarms or warnings on the comms. Music to my ears. If you found a uniform, be sure to put it on. That'll provide some cover. Don't know what you're after, but I'm guessing there'll be another checkpoint. This far down, you might need a clearance code.
I could just kill everyone and access things that way. Yeah, no. I can use the uniform I picked up and walk my way past the guards. Doubt it. I don't need access if I use the vents and station architecture. That sounds like a smart thing to say.
We are of the same mind. No talking, no combat, and no trace. This station has a lot of old arteries. The blood has gone dry, but they still connect to its heart. Look for a maintenance area that should open a path to the archival computers. Going dark for now. We'll talk again once you've located your target.
Interesting. So having that dialogue with her added another optional objective: find a ventilation shaft. So I can either find an ID card or a ID code. Or I can find a ventilation shaft. I like
don't know
that.
You, Ensign. You sure you have clearance?
That's scary dialogue, but he's just a random NPC. I don't think he has anything else to say to us about that. Ooh, there's a... Didn't I just come from the lifts? You know what? I'm not worried about it. Let's save my game here. Yeah, I'm fine saving over that. Nothing's gone awry yet. I think I'm good here. Ooh, that... You know what, though?
Stop right there, Ensign. All right, Ensign. Why aren't you at your post? Who's your commanding officer? Only authorized personnel are allowed here.
Ooh, he really is that guy. I was like, oh, he's just an NPC, no big. But now he's actually fucking being a pain in the butt. He didn't like me circling around the room looking around like that. I report directly to Commander Natara. You don't outrank me. Are you even authorized to ask me that question? I apologize, I got lost. Think you can just let me go? You're my commanding officer. How dare you forget your favorite ensign? I mean... persuade? Right before it forced me into this dialogue tree, it looked like he had a key card on him. So we'll for sure be trying to pick his pocket after we hopefully successfully get out of this dialogue tree.
Only senior officers report to the commander. Something doesn't seem right.
I can bribe him. No reason for us to have a problem, is there? These dialogue options are crap. Glad you're starting to come around to my point of view.
I'm still willing
even
to
though
talk.
I haven't said anything. There's no reason for us to have a problem, is there? I've just said that twice now.
I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. Fine. I'll let you go, Ensign. But as soon as you're done with your task, you should return to your post.
Sir, yes, sir. Mr. Unnamed UC Clerk, that apparently is important enough to harass me. Speaking of that... I just got a security station password and no one saw me.
I don't recognize your face, Ensign. Are you new?
He also has a security station password. He's saying that same dialogue again. So can I just steal from any of these guys? Here, I got one successfully, so let's save. I also got through that persuade successfully. Cancel? Hi. We're friends. It's cool. It's cool, brother. We're cool. Don't worry about me. That's right. Just kneel down there and do your thing. Alright, now we have 2 of them. Off 2 different guys with 2 different titles. I feel good about that. So this is the way to the ops center. One of my objectives is directly in that direction. I bet this is where I can get to the... Oh, it's a utility closet. Yeah, so I bet the vents are that way. Ooh. We're 10,000% getting this badass looking silver spacesuit thing in a master locked case. Yeah, give me 1 sec for that.
If you aren't assigned to this level, Ensign, you need to leave.
Oh,
If
she
you don't
actually about to
belong here, you
confront me.
need to get back to your post, Ensign. I won't ask again.
Okay. Don't you fret. I got this ensign's uniform thing going on right now that's making my life a little difficult. I feel like I need a commander's uniform at this point for my cover. Alright, there's the vents. So I was right about that. Okay. So I do want to explore the vents and see where they lead without having to like use a code and get through a checkpoint in an ensign's uniform. I feel like the vents are still the best choice, even though I stole the key card off those folks. Pickpocket, by the way, is the skill that keeps on giving. I need you to sit back down at your computer, ma'am. I'm sorry I came over there, okay? I'm really sorry I came over there. It was my bad, okay? Oh my god. Wait, is this even a steely thing? Oh, it's not. Alright, I'm gonna just... I just saved. I'm just gonna try picking this right in front of everyone and see if they throw a hissy fit about it. So I don't want to wait around all day for her to turn her back again. I think that's a bit much. No. No, that doesn't work. That, on the other hand, I think does. Alright, we got a 4 that works here. Goes there. I feel like this is going to be one of those ones where I have to combine 2 4s. No. This 4 works also. But not very well. No, I'm not feeling that. This 4 works also. Here. I don't feel like any of these freaking work. What else we got that works here? This 3 works. Screw it. I'm too lazy to figure this out, so we're just gonna use things and then use undos when they end up not panning out. Actually, this is the perfect opportunity to do an auto slot. Is it telling me that that's the one? Or is it telling me that I'm already screwed? It's Telling me that I'm already screwed. Fudge. Yeah, that's fine. If at first you don't succeed. Just try your hand again. Yeah? Okay. I'm always tempted to use the 4s if I can, but sometimes that's a trick. Trap, if you will. Yeah? It's feeling good so far. Ooh. Yeah, we got a couple singles. I'll use one on this ring. Ooh, I don't know. I don't think so, right? Oh no. Am I doomed? No, wait. Yeah, okay. That, and then this, and then this. Bazinga. Excuse me? Alright, well I'm taking all that because it was behind a master log. But what the actual crap is that? It looked so shiny and like silver in this case. Alright, whatever game, whatever. If you want to be that way, then be that way. Alright, let's hit the vents up. The vents is a place where my uniform won't hold me back. I just completed the optional objective of finding a way through the vents. Ooh, I'm gonna be walking on pipes and stuff. This looks super fun. This is how I get past the command center. Get over there. Alright, so I know I'm like going crazy with the saves, but I think there's inevitably going to be at least one more reload involved. You know, Sorry for the delay. I'm like thinking. I'm debating whether or not to just go back and do this
Commander Natara, test flights for the latest prototypes are ready to go.
Acknowledged, Lieutenant. Inform them they are clear to launch.
test flights for the latest prototype. Isn't it like a... Is it a ship? Is it a whole ship that I'm here to steal? No way, right? Just said detected. That's no good. Detected by whom? Holy shit. Okay. Don't look up, guys. Definitely nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Don't you worry. No, it says detected. That is really just not good. I feel like I could be down there looking for cool stuff if I wasn't up here. Kind of regretting using the vents. I'm not sure if I even need to be sneaking, honestly. Because it keeps saying detected and I'm not getting, like, thrown out of this place violently, so... Don't know. We're back in the vents again, though. Ooh. This one just straight drops down into a place. Okay. No coming back from this, so better save. Oh shit, there are for sure people in this room. Okay. Where even is my quest objective right now? Can't see it? Oh wait. Oh, what? Oh, right, because I'm gonna get information. Duh, I knew that's what I was here to do. I don't know why I forgot that all of a sudden. Well, I know which one we're reading last, but UCE 85. I wonder what the E stands for. I know UC is probably United Colonies. United Colonies Engineering? United Colonies... I don't know. Svalin. Status active. Project leader Dr. Marsha Penberry. Engineering Bay 2, Lab 1. Project lead and permissions. Project lead is Dr. Marsha Penberry. Project is under the supervision of both Commander Natara and Commander Ikonde of UC Systef. Rank security clearance Ensign Plus. Additional security requirements, Joint Commander approval. Oh, so 85 Svalin has to do with upgrading the shields for the UC Vigilance, I suspect. The goal of Project Svalin is to create a smart shielding design to offer better efficiency, I knew it, and power economy for larger starships. Rather than generate shield power for all modules, the intelligent shielding would divert power on the fly based on predictive algorithms, taking advantage of data rooted in classic Bayesian interference and time series modeling. I wonder if that's a real thing. By calculating a number of high probability factors such as distance, enemy ship capabilities, and likely targets, the system would anticipate and generate shielding for specific modules before an attack occurs, rather than rely on in-the-moment computations that are too slow to be practical. Benefits? Better, more concentrated shielding. More efficient energy consumption, increased power supply for other systems. Project approvals. Project UCE received. Approving officer Commander Kibwe Akande of UC Systef. Project approved. So it was first received on 11/7. Then about a month later, it was approved by Akande. And then about 4 months later, the development project was assigned to this space station. And then about a month after that, Phase 1 construction approved for Engineering Bay 2. Okay. Let's look at TUSER, UC-44. If the number... Oh, UCA-44. Ooh. So UCE might be United Colonies Equipment. Right? But I wonder what UCA... If I'm correct about that being equipment, I wonder what the A stands for. Let's find out. Status active, project leader, Dr. Ji Hoon Shim. Engineering Base 6, Lab number 2. Project lead is Dr. Ji-Hoon Shim. For all inquiries, information, and clearance, please consult the guide provided to you during orientation. Security and permissions. Rank security clearance to lieutenant. Ooh, this is a high level project. Additional security requirements, none. The goal of Project Tusser is to create a guided missile targeting system that offers surgical ballistic damage to enemy spacecrafts. The use case for the system is to debilitate targets without destroying the ships themselves. Oh, that's so interesting. I feel like the word Tusser was familiar to me. I wonder if, or the term at least, I feel like maybe one of my like EM weapon systems is a Tusser thing. I don't know. Benefits: disabling enemy spacecraft without harming systems or crew, allowing for better recovery of resources and prisoners, more efficient use of weapons, increasing overall cost effectiveness. Okay. Why does Victor Dubois sound like a familiar name? Don't recall. So in January it was received. Oh yeah, that's right. I read this other one wrong, I'm realizing. Because I was like, 4 months later. Oh, it was 4 months later. I'm dumb. Never mind. Don't mind me. Anyway, Tusser was received in January. And then it wasn't until like 8 months later that it received approval from Commander Victor Dubois. And then a whole year practically passed, not quite a year, before development was assigned to the space station. And then 4 months, just about, Phase 1 construction approved for Engineering Bay 6. All right, ladies and gents, the moment we've been waiting for, UCE-86 comm spike. Active project leader Dr. Gabrielle Vogel. Lab assignment Engineering Bay 4, lab number 4. Oh, I can upgrade my security clearance at this computer. That seems like a bad security measure. Oh goodness, what the heck? I mean, I guess it just gave me the found information about the quest thing. Now it's telling me I need to upgrade my security clearance. I think I caught a glimpse of that being my objective. Well, I can do that from this very computer, it would seem. Project lead is Dr. Gabriel Vogel. All inquiries regarding the comm spike should be routed through him. All other matters should be directed to Commander Natara or the highest ranking officer on station. It's Ensign Plus. You need a code clearance. Level 4 clearance should only be accessed with commander approval. Right, yeah, well, I'll make sure to do that. 2029. Of April of 2029 it was received. So about 3 months later it was approved by Commander Stefan Woods. That name also sounds familiar-ish. Couple months later, a little less than actually a month and a half, it was assigned to development here on this space station, and then 4 months later it was approved for Engineering Bay 4. So it sounds like I need to get to Engineering Bay 4. The goal of Project CommSpike is to create a high-sensitivity receiver capable of picking up communication signals and decrypting them on the spot. Signal range would be star system-wide at a minimum of 50 astronomical units. The receiver would be strong enough to pick up traces of frequencies potentially weakened by distance, atmosphere, or a gravitational field. Decryption software would be smart enough to both decrypt any signal within nanoseconds and propose any missing or corrupted data. Benefits: distress signals become easy to locate and interpret. UC security could detect hostile frequencies before they become a threat. Hostile embedded messaging could be easily exposed. Yeah, so prediction. I think I made this prediction in a previous video, but in case I haven't, I do want to voice it, especially upon reading that last line there. I think that once Delgado, in fact, I'm sure I talked about this. I think once Delgado and Jazz and Nora and them, Neva, sorry, and them get their hands on this comm spike, they're going to detect a communication between me and UC Systef, and the jig is going to be up. I think the comm spike is going to be my downfall with the Crimson Fleet. So I'm nervous that this is the mission where I'm getting that thing, because I think the writing's on the wall, you know. Communications across the system are greatly increased with fewer delays. All right, upgrade security clearance. Activating elevator clearance protocols, authorizing override. Engineering Bay 4 elevator clearance granted. Please report to Dr. Gabriel Vogel for further clearance or further guidance. All right, let's take a look at my quest and see what it's saying. According to the archive terminals, the comm spike is being developed in the engineering bay. Well, that is just a whole bunch of useless. Is there different data on this computer? No. I also think I saw a computer over here. Oh, open door. Okay. Well, we advanced the quest some. I don't necessarily hate that direction we took, so let's save our game again. Now that I've got an upgraded security clearance, I'm very tempted to try just walking through places again, so let's give it a try. I mean, I just got detected, right? So, what's up, buddy?
Wilson?
Nope, not lost. Wish people would stop noticing I'm wearing an ensign's uniform, though. That was definitely holding me back.
I don't recognize your face, Ensign. Are you new?
She's got a Varun pain blade on her. That's fun. No, not new. Just stupid. Don't mind me. Going down to the server room. Nothing to see here. Ooh, so this room. Yeah, fuck it. I
don't
saved.
know you, Ensign. You sure you have clearance?
God, you guys are a freaking broken record with this clearance shit. Just here to steal your random credits lying about. Don't need security clearance for that.
Stop right there, Ensign. All right, Ensign. Why aren't you at your post? Who's your commanding officer? Only authorized personnel are allowed here.
Yeah, so I knew that. This is just a repeat, though. Look at this; it's even grayed out.
Only senior officers report to the commander.
I mean, I guess I'll try all the same options again.
I hope so. Maybe we. I'm glad. Fine, I'll let you.
So it seems that you randomly run into people
If you
that
aren't
like
assigned to this level, Ensign, you need to leave.
throw a little fit over you not being where you're supposed to be. Ooh. Security station key card. Interesting.
If you aren't assigned to this level, Ensign, you need to leave.
Uh-oh.
If you don't belong here, you need to get back to your post, Ensign. I won't ask again.
Yeah. Whatever, bite me. Ew. I'm just, again, like, I don't think this is a place I'm going to be able to return to ever. I mean, I suppose there's the option always exists to, like, just go to this system, dock with this space station, and... Well, I mean, I don't know that for sure, but... I assume you could just come here and shoot up the place if you really wanted to get stuff that you left here. Or throw on the uniform you happen to steal again. I'm still a little bit bothered that I didn't get that third uniform. I think what I'm going to do is just keep progressing along this path I'm on. And when all is said and done, I'm going to load that save. When I still had all 3 uniforms on my radar. And I'm going to see if I can get the third one and see what it is and see if it's worth, like, replaying this for. And if it is, I'll just, you know, I'll just replay it on my own time off, you know, between videos. You don't have to watch me deal with that. But I'll for sure make the decision whether or not I'm going to do that before forcing you to watch me do it. Ah, fish worker splashware. I've got that. Ground engineering outfit. There's really nothing good in this closet. Boring. I was hoping for... I don't know what I was hoping for. Something more interesting than this. Doop-a-doop-doop-doo. This is the way I could have gone if I just decided to walk through persuading people. I think that's what what's-her-face meant about the checkpoints, is just the random Marines stopping you that you have to do persuade checks on. Good thing that was the very first skill I maxed out in this entire game. Because I'm no fool. Wait, do I just... I mean, okay. Open door? I'm gonna continue just walking around like I own the place. But I do want to do a save in case
Still clear.
that bites me in the ass, you know. I remember where the cargo bays were. Like, I feel like I should be backtracking at this point. Ew. This entry has been deleted. I can't even... Wait, did this always say deleted, the second from the bottom? Or did that just happen? Let's read these quick. I hear they're bringing in some hotshot test pilots to the station. They should have asked me. I flew for the Vanguard. I would have saved them the trouble. Secrecy on this project is unlike anything I've seen. Hell, I feel weird just typing this. We'll probably delete later. People rarely exit the engineering bay elevators except when they get fired. The other day, some poor engineer named Eubanks came out of... Eubanks? Why does that name sound so familiar? Came out of engineering bay 4 with a box. They'll probably ship him off to Aranade and Arana 1 and bury him in it. We're gonna get there and find out that this dude already stole the comm spike. Whatever projects are being worked on here must be incredibly important. Key cards are at every elevator, checkpoints on every floor. The COs don't tell us anything except when to eat, patrol, and sleep. Fine by me. The less I know, the fewer secrets I have to keep. Ensign Pahlavi. What is Ensign Pahlavi doing that requires him to type all day? The worst part is he has one of those annoying one-finger typing techniques that's the equivalent of paint drying in zero gravity. Okay, okay. I'll have you know, I type using, well, not one finger. I type using my 2 index fingers. I don't type the traditional way, but I clock in over 70 words per minute typing that way. So I don't want anyone to judge me for that, okay? I know I could probably type faster if I'd learned the traditional way and been typing for as long as I have. But typing with that method, I still get in over 70 words per minute on a good day. At the, you can actually go online and find out what your words per minute is with some online tools. You can get certified for your words per minute. And I'm certified over 70, so just saying. Just throwing it out there. Is he writing a novel? Because no single military report requires that much typing. He's made it so I can't even think because all I do is rage. Well, two can play at that game. I'm just going to type loudly and self-importantly until he can no longer keep the chapters in his story straight. No great fiction will be written by your hand tonight, Ensign Pahlavi. Not if I can help it. Take this, Pahlavi. Face roll on the keyboard. That's hilarious. I love it. Are we going to get like little... Oh, I love this. This is so fun. This logistics office with the cubicles is just amazing. I was talking to another Marine about some of the projects on the station, and we both concluded we don't know a damn thing about them. I get the operation. I get that operation security is always integral to a successful mission, but usually the circle of trust extends to the jarheads working the perimeter. But here, especially on the command bay level, we can't even put our pants on without an access card. I can't imagine how restrictive it must be in engineering. Yeah, engineering is where I'm heading next, and I'm not looking forward to it. I swear, I saw engineering bays like back in the area I've already explored. But they must be ahead of me. I must just be misremembering that. Maybe it was like elevators going to the different cargo bays. I don't know. Slow days. My wife thought the transfer to logistics would do me some good. And I can't say I disagree. I've done enough combat tours to write my own personal war trilogy. And so it's good to have some R&R. The slow days are a killer, though. There must be a black hole nearby the way time moves here. When this tour is over, I'll probably come back home and find the Mrs. Old and Gray. Slower days. Okay, now I'm officially bored. This is a high-level mission with top secret clearance and all of that, but those are the jobs that see the least amount of action. The hardworking people in UC Intelligence make sure of that. So I'm not sure what to do when I'm done filing my daily inactivity report. Maybe I will write that novel. Oh, is this Pulvati? Is this Pulvati's computer? That's hilarious. And so he did begin writing his novel, pissing off his cubicle mate across the way.
You sure you have clearance?
Stop right there, Ensign. All right,
no,
Ensign.
no thanks.
Why aren't you at your post?
God
Who's your
damn it.
commanding officer? Only authorized personnel are allowed here.
Look, buddy, I'm sorry I'm wearing the ensign's uniform. It was clearly a mistake for me to steal an ensign's uniform, but...
Only senior officers...
Yeah, I've heard that one before.
I hear you.
Do you?
Who did you...
Shit. I just assumed all the options would be the same, so I didn't look, but there was two different ones.
I'm glad you I haven't agreed to anything yet. You're clearly not authorized to be here.
Shit.
Which can only mean you're an intruder, and we shoot intruders on sight.
Engage!
Oh, yeah. Okay, fine. I'm so dumb. I'm sorry, guys. I don't remember when the save is from, but I've clearly not been saving enough. And I shouldn't have been... I was so sick of these guys, like, accosting me when I'm, like... I don't know what else to do, you know? I let the boredom and repetitiveness of this mission get to me. And now we're going to have to replay some of it as a result. So it was before I came in this room, which is probably fine. I don't know that reading through things matters. But we're going to read all the computer logs
I don't
again.
recognize your face, Ensign. Are you new?
Yeah. Not new.
You weren't assigned to this level, Ensign. You need to leave.
Yeah. I mean, I almost want to get caught just to get it over with. You're the one, right? Alright, this is new. I keep forgetting to check the computer in the security room before going through the checkpoint. I've got a bit of astigmatism too, which seems to manifest itself when I'm looking at lines of text. So sometimes I'll look at the code for the wrong rank or the wrong surname, and I'll get denied entrance to the operations center. Yeah, it sounds like I was going to have to do some fancy stuff if I'd gotten into the operations center not through the vents. I knew this was coming. Commander Natara read me the riot act for always being the last one to report. She's not wrong. In the Marines, if you aren't 5 minutes early, you're 10 minutes late. Funny part is, I'm actually the first one to leave the barracks, but it's the damn codes. I always screw those up. Also, I hate to beat a dead horse, but we never had all these procedures under Commander Woods. Yeah. But he's been disappeared for reasons that remain classified. Ooh. Yeah, there's been sort of chatter all over the station about this like new crazy head of security person taking over. So here's what I suspect, right? I suspect it was found out that Commander Woods was feeding information to the Crimson Fleet. I think that's the only possible explanation for why we know about this top secret ComSpike project in the first place that was being developed here. Remember the commander that we're working under for UC Sistef, Ikonde, said that all commanders are briefed on the nature of these projects. So it'd have to be someone working on the project directly or someone at the commander level who would know about it, or both, and Commander Woods qualifies as both. So I think he got caught feeding information to the Crimson Fleet and got, quote-unquote, disappeared. And I bet if we can find, whoever the new commander is, Natara, if we can find, like, her office or something, I need to search it thoroughly, because I bet there's, like, an evidence data slate about this, like, the classified reason why Commander Woods was relieved of duty. I guess I shouldn't be surprised they got transferred to logistics because of my issues being punctual. Well, having to sit in a cubicle all day is pretty depressing. On the bright side, at least I don't need the clearance code to sit at my desk. Right, I'm about to get accosted, but let's run over here. This is that stuff I already read. I mean, maybe if I don't go near him, he won't bother me. Yoink. Don't mind if I do. Simpler Times book in a safe? Okay. Don't know if I've gotten that one yet. I wonder if once I get out of the pause menu, if it's going to give me another snow globe location. I didn't really give it a chance. I went immediately into my menu to read it. Oh, it's an in-universe book too. The forward to a non-fictional account of life in New Homestead. Oh, actually, I have read that before. Never mind. Alright, let's avoid Sergeant Nosy Pants over there. Ooh, logistics supervisor computer. Perishable goods. I mean, logistics, right? Yeah. Delivered. Food items delivered to culinary specialist Okoye. Personal property moved to the barracks. Engineering supplies. Signed off by Dr. Manson Eubanks in place of Dr. Vogel. Cargo by 6. Pilot uniforms canceled. Commander Natara wants to reassess the safety protocols before restarting the flight tests. Interesting. See, I wonder what they're test flying. It's certainly not the ComSpike. It's not the Shield. What was the other project? I guess we didn't really learn what the other one was, did we? Or did we? God, I already can't remember. Unauthorized good. Oh, this is Lieutenant Messina's personal logs. The incident with Project Archangel. Ooh, so that must be whatever they're flying is Project Archangel. And we didn't find anything about Project Archangel in the databanks. Highlights 2 areas of concern with both the safety of the projects and the smuggling of contraband to the station. At some point, we should probably do a full audit of all cargo ships authorized to dock. Oh man, that would be trouble for my new friend and the Jade ship she pilots. I'm sorry, I'm really struggling with names this episode. There's been a lot of names in this game so far, and I'm starting to hit file not found in my head, just like my personnel file says. Commander Woods poured money into 2 tentpole items, safety and security. Ugh, excuse me. But the safety record for our projects is terrible. And the leaks to outside sources prove security was not up to standard. Ooh, so this is more hints that I might be right about the leak. Now we've swung in the opposite direction, and it's been a welcome adjustment. Commander Natara has put in multiple checkpoints and security measures that will help safeguard the sensitive nature of the projects here. In any case, I need to put together a proper report on potential smugglers before presenting to Commander Natara. She doesn't like it when I make suggestions off the cuff. The list is daunting, unfortunately, given the supplies we need. Another spreadsheet for the pile. Yeah. Red flag transports. I knew it. My girl Juan is on the short list. After staring at this spreadsheet for hours, I've decided to cull the list down to a handful of ships that may be suspect. Excuse me. This is not proof by any means. They simply match the criteria I've laid down to narrow my search. Mainly ships that began as independent contractors not directly associated with the United Colonies, and ships that have less than a decade of operational history we can refer to. In this list are the Anansi, a cargo class transport with Captain Malawi Nadayi, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, the Jade Swan, of course. They're all cargo class transports. I don't need to read that bit. With my girl Juan at the captain chair, the Claire de Lune, Phineas Kimball, and the Izanagi with Kazuhiro Sakaniwa as the captain. Girl, I'm going to have to tell my... Oh, here we go. I wonder if it's possible that one of the transports I've flagged is the source of our operations leak. Oh, maybe. I'll need to cross... Maybe it's just as simple as Juan got the information about the comp spike from one of our contacts here. I'll need to cross-reference the delivery dates with the ones on my spreadsheet. Wait. Source of our operations leak? Well, whatever. Maybe there's some correlation there. But right now, even I have to admit, there's just not enough evidence. Commander Natara dismissed my initial report as lacking anything concrete. As thin as the slate it was written on, she said. I mean, good. It's good she's already dismissed it and ignored it because my girl Juan's on there. To be fair, I can tell she's under a lot of pressure. Commander Woods still has some loyalists on this station, and any misstep will subvert her authority. Man, I want to find out what happened with Commander Woods. I really hope I do. I hope finding that out is an option.
All quiet over here.
Well, this office computer was very enlightening. I am just so nervous to walk around because I get accosted so often.
Dr. Vogel has put in a request for more personnel. It seems there was an accident.
It's always something with that doctor.
Not to change the subject, but are we concerned about the potential leaks?
No. Until you can provide more substantial proof, we'll simply monitor the situation at the cargo bay. For now, I've recommended to Dr. Vogel to contact me immediately if he identifies any suspicious behavior.
Oh man, that was some really important, like... I'm going to save on a different thing here. That was some really important to what's happening. They were talking about the comm spike, which is why I clammed up. I didn't catch all of that. They're talking about the comm spike and about the leaks. And that was Commander Natara. So it's weird. It's telling me to go over there. But like, I don't know. begging this game right now for a higher ranking uniform so people can stop hassling me. Ooh, maybe they'll repeat that dialogue they just had if I stick around long enough. Love to hear it again. No one in here, right? Oh, there are people in here. Oh, shit.
Oh, I better not be getting sick.
Yes?
Head just doesn't feel right.
Oh, that's Lieutenant Messina. Interesting. Oh, you know what, Lieutenant? Since you're a lieutenant and all, can you just... One sec, babe. Ooh. Alright, she did have a password. Shit, I really want that. Which way did she go? Oh, she's going into her office, right. Makes sense.
Ahem.
I mean... Yes?
That's not yours!
No. Okay, that's fair. That's fair game. You know, 70% can't win forever. It's them's rough odds. Like, I just can't tell. Like, it seems like that's potentially the key card I already have, but also maybe it's a new one. I don't know. Where am I right now? I'm a little disorientated. Here we go. Okay, I know where I am. Yeah, I went in here and I saw her, and she was like passing through. So maybe I can just catch her on the way through this time. Ooh. Hello, computer. Didn't notice you before. For checkpoint access, please retrieve a clearance code based on your last name and rank. Alright, hold that thought. Game, remind me whose uniform I'm wearing, who I also have their, like, thingy-majingy. That's not what I'm trying to look at. So last name Z? Okay. Your daily clearance codes are... Oh my god, okay. I'm gonna count on the game to remember those for me. Oh! Hold on a damn second. Did that thing just open up before when she walked through it? Am I crazy? Oh shit, I didn't even take that. I remember I found some digipicks in these lockers too. I might as well grab those while I'm here. Guns, some bullets. Some meds. Oh yeah, see there she is. She just walked out of this master locked door. Oh, this is backwards, right? Okay, okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. So this is another way I could have gotten through to this part. I again didn't... Oh, okay, let's see if we can get her before she gets all the way back. Oops. Didn't mean to click that. Alright, well, Alright, well, she seems pretty chill with my presence. Let me save. I'm gonna try to steal her card again, or at least let me look at it. Nothing, dear. SY920 security station password. Let's just look and see if we already have that one. Is that just a repeat? I've already got like 5 of them. Oh, wait. Is it not here? Oh, you know what? It's going to be under miscellaneous. That's where all my keys end up going. All right, so I have an ID card, and I've already have 2 copies of the security station password. So, right. I'm going to assume that that's all dupes. Like, I don't need to mess with that anymore. Take that, though. And that. Holy crap. What the heck? Yeah, and that, too. Why not? So the commander was this way. I just saved. I'm going to save again. Because I'm a psychopath. Alright, this is a whole ass room I've not been in before. Oh, no, it's not. It's not even a little bit. Oh, wow. Okay, okay. See, I knew I went by these elevators before. So I'm not crazy. I really did go by these elevators before. And just like, I didn't have, like, the stuff I needed to get down them yet. Oh, I didn't mean to click on that bench. Sorry. Look at my handsome mug. I look good in a UC uniform. Alright, well, it's this way to Engineering Bay 4. Can I literally just... Like, can I choose to go to the other engineering bays? And what about What's-Her-Face's office? I really wanted to find the commander's office to learn more about... fudgesicles. Okay, hold on. This is me saving my game right in front of the Engineering Bay 4 elevator with the stuff I need to get through it and everything. I think I'm good to go to advance this story more, but like, I feel like I must have missed some stuff. Like, I know I heard the commander talking to that lady, so where would she have gone from here?
Stop right there, Ensign. All right, Ensign. Why aren't you only authorized?
Oh, good, another one of these.
Only senior officers. Yeah, I hope so.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Shit. No reason for us to have a problem, is there?
Yeah, I hope so.
He doesn't like now we're getting somewhere. Look, everything's fine. Nothing to worry about.
Well, if you say... Fine. I'll let you go, Ensign. But it's...
Alright,
You aren't
critical
assigned to
success
this
on
level,
that.
Ensign. You need to leave.
What, are you gonna fucking quiz me now? Oh god, he is getting up. Let's just... Yup. Server room, I feel like I already went in there, right? There was nothing really going... I mean, have I? Different server room? Take some bullets. Kind of Monte Cristo. Not sure if I have that one yet. A learned astronomer? I didn't read the Count of Monte Cristo one because I, it's just a public domain one. And I'm pretty sure I've seen it before. But, we'll see.
I don't know you, Winston. You sure you have clearance?
I do not. I have infiltrated the station. I'm here to steal top secret tech. Can you tell me where the commander's office is? Because I'm very interested in... Oh, is that the room?
Why aren't you at your
Before I
post,
saw it was like a
Ensign?
locked door. And...
I don't recognize
guess-
your face, Ensign.
I guess as you get further into this area, it like... They just unlock shit for you. Like this was probably locked before. I don't know. Alright, well I stole some more stuff, so I... Wait, where's Engineering Base 6? That's where the interesting project was, right? This is 2, 1, 3, 4, and 5. Interesting. I wonder where Engineering Base 6 is. So I'm going to save my game again right in front of this elevator, but then I'm going to deliberately take the wrong elevator. Might be a waste of time, maybe dumb of me to do, but let's take the wrong elevators in order, shall we? Access denied. Okay. Access denied. Okay. Okay. Fair. Number 4 it is then. Access not denied. Haha. Hashtag winning. Alright, our quest just updated. Let's take a look. I've reached the engineering bay where the comm spike is being developed by Dr. Gabriel Vogel. I can speak to Dr. Vogel or search for a terminal that might offer information on its exact location. So as Vogel was carrying or someone was carrying a box out of here. I bet that's where they smuggled the comm spike out of here or some shite. It says I can just talk to Dr. Vogel or search a terminal. So I'm going to continue walking around like I own the place. I have a save game right before I came down this elevator. So if worse comes to worse, we'll just redo this part. Wait, what? Do all the elevators just secretly lead down to the same spot? That's kind of awkward. Ooh, wait, what? Optional, find an intercom and speak to Juan. No, I don't feel like I need to check in with her. Although she did give me a new optional objective last time I did. Oh, okay, fine.
Are you here? Cargo's almost unloaded. We'll be departing shortly.
But I'm your cargo. Wait, are you really leaving?
Done. You've managed to get to the entire station without raising a single alarm. But the longer I stick around, the more people ask questions. And that's before they find out what you've been up to.
Yeah, that's fair. But I'm your cargo.
And I've delivered you just as Delgado asked. That
True.
being said, I can stay in orbit for a short while. I'll need to send word to Delgado anyway, if you don't get off that station. But it looks like you'll need to find your own way off the ship. That doesn't mean you're trapped. On a station this big, there are bound to be other vessels you can steal. As a member of the Crimson Fleet, I trust you can handle that.
Optional find... What? Oh my god. Any parting advice?
I don't know what you're after, but my guess is you're looking for a scientist. It might even help if you pick up a lab coat and use it to blend in.
Oh, that is good advice. Put on a lab coat, huh? Well, I've made it this far. I can sneak my way out.
This far without engaging in combat, I trust you'll have no issues moving further. It was an honor to work with a true professional. Good luck. If you make it out alive, next time you're at the Nova, I'll buy you a drink.
Alright, deal, but what the heck did I just get on my quest? I can speak to Dr. Vogel, search for a terminal that might offer him. So I have to locate the comm spike. I swear I saw something else pop up. No? Oh man, okay. So find a lab coat. I mean, that makes me feel like I should be sneaking in, right? Am I crazy? Oh boy. Oh boy. There's a lot of people here. That is not good. Oh, look. Well, I know which one of the people is Dr. Vogel. Oh, Sis Psi 920 scientist outfit. Don't mind if I diddly do. Ensign no longer. I've been promoted to scientist. Scientist with a gun. Scientist packing heat. So he's downstairs. I don't know what the best move is here. I don't know what the play is. Guess let's walk around like we own the place.
Excuse me?
Hopefully people down here aren't gonna, like, every 10 seconds want my attention. Oh boy, lots of intel here. So I'm realizing now how long this episode has run. I'm way over time. So I think what I'm going to do is now that I'm down in the labs, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. We'll pick things up here when we left off exactly here. And we'll continue exploring the labs here. Probably checking these terminals for the information I need. And then speaking to the scientist. We'll figure it out. But thank you everyone for watching this super long episode. Jam-packed with adventure. It's okay that's a little long because of course I had to talk to y'all at the beginning and we did all that slate gathering. It's been a lot of reading this episode, but pick up exactly here where we left off next time. Maybe not exactly here because I may try to find that third uniform, but we'll see. And but we'll definitely still be on this station doing this mission, and we're gonna find that comm spike and maybe steal a prototype ship called Archangel to get out of here. That'd be super fun. Sounds like our ride is leaving, whether we like it or not. So we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. As they say, and I hope everyone has a fantastic day.